Pulses hertz, I get a cycles per second reading. See, right now it's 30 to about 45. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, it's pretty interesting. Well, now I can idle it back down. I can idle it back down. Way down. More vacuum, speeds up. A little bit of fresh air. Too much. Not enough. Barely parking along now. Well, I killed it. Well, that is the same flows vortex. I got a 4-inch rod in it right now. It's tilted towards north. It's still not broken in. Yesterday I was using this rod. That is a 6.5 inch. This is a 416 stainless. I didn't pay too much detail on the point. I just used a regular file. And on the other ends of these rods, I just used 2 different size drill bits and drilled a little concavity there. You know, just something for the rod stop to stick into. And my rod stops, all I did was use a clothes hanger, you know, just like it suggests in the form. But I tilted it in a certain way to where it's like a point at one end, and I'd wedge it inside the pipe and allowed the rod to spin on the end of it. Now this reactor only has 15 thousandths of a space, and well, it's the best run so far. I ran it for an hour yesterday with the 6.5 inch rod. It seems to run better today. And well, I'm going to tinker around with it some more. That is just water in the jar. Has a touch of isopropyl alcohol because a little bit of gas fell in it because I take my carburetor to start this damn thing because I get tired of pulling on it. And the propane doesn't supply enough fuel to start it. So I use my original diaphragm carburetor here, which works pretty good, but it puts pretty big droplets into it. When I start it up, I just screw it in here like this in the fresh air valve, which hey, I can do better than this later on, but you know, it's basic concept, I guess, just to get her started. And then I open these jets up to start it, and then I'll close them down and slowly switch over to propane on this little bottle. Nothing's been done to this torch. I just taped it into a little homemade fitting piece of crap, but hell, it works. You know, and the jar is this old pickle jar with a whole bunch of stainless steel wool on the bottom of it. It seems to work pretty well. It's been running real dry too since I put that stainless steel in it. When I first started up, it shoots out a lot of vapor. I can turn that valve almost completely off and it'll sit there and putter, but as you see, if I turn it off too far, it just dies on me. But like I said, it will not start if I let it die, and will not restart on propane. I have to use fresh gas. And this is the motor. I took it apart, and it's an old 76 Tecumseh. I took it apart and I retarded the cam one tooth and advanced the timing near TDC just because I don't have anything else to deal with West Park right now, so I just decided to tweak it a little bit that way. Later on, I'm going to add this motor to my Chrysler alternator because along with something else, I'm working on this pulse frequency resonance stuff. I've already got my circuit and stuff built, but I'm going to use this alternator right here. Little Chrysler alternator already rewired, and the stator fields are all the same. I just tapped the Y windings in it, and since this one didn't have an internal regulator, it was real easy because I can hook my pulse circuit just up to here, And here it's about 3 ohms of resistance. It'll only draw about 3 amps or so at 12 volts. And this is the meter I've been using to do my tests and stuff. It's a DT63 or 6930. It was fairly cheap, but it does a lot, along with cycles per second and duty cycles. Well, that's all I got for now.